before you speak. Character is not dignified to you, but character is the hidden things. Things that nobody knows. You know that lying spirit. You know that mischievous spirit. You know that conceited spirit. You know that prideful spirit. God's got to move that out and give you the heart of Christ. God's got to change your heart. Because some of y'all got wicked hearts. It's okay, we all was born with it. But you can get delivered. But you can't go in destiny with an evil heart. You can't go in destiny with your heart filled with evil. So God got to put you in a test and put you on the job with people who don't like you, so he can change your heart and he can build your character. But God is saying in this hour, I can't take the church when a character can't keep them. This is the season of exposure. So if your heart ain't right, you need to say, crush me, God. If your heart ain't right, I know you're dressed up looking good. I know you got the before. I know you can speak in them tongues, the brand name tongues, the tongues from last year. When you grow in God, your tongues ought to change. You shouldn't be talking like last year. When a baby grow up, they no longer da. They start talking like mature adults. You know mature adults, because they go from faith to faith and glory to glory. And that's what God is doing. In this hour, he's raising up a remnant that will come into the crushing. He's raising up a remnant that will surrender their all. He's raising up a remnant that will submit their flesh. He's raising up a remnant that say, clean me on the inside. But you can be dressed up on the outside and full of demons on the inside. But tell your neighbor, it's time for me to get it right in this season. It's time for me to change in this season. And I come to tell somebody that not only character, God's going to change some more things in your life. Come on, tell me what it is. God's going to change you from being so prideful and bring you to a place of humility. You think you got it going on, trying to burn ministry out of your flesh. Don't nobody want your flesh. You need an anointing in this season. People ain't playing with you. All that prophesying, sidewalk prophecies, backdoor prophecies, bathroom prophecies. Stop lying and get delivered. Because God